Hi, this is Sandra. Today I'm going to show you how to use Respondus, the test migration software. We have a site-wide campus license here at Spring Hill College. I have open Respondus, so this is the interface. But first I was going to show you where to go and find it. So you have to install it first. So let me close this application. Alright. When you go to Schoology, we have several resources for instructors and students on the Spring Hill College page. So I'm on the home page now, but over here in the right hand corner, select Spring Hill College. Next, select the resources. Now there's quite a few, so we'll drill down, go into the resources for faculty and students, select for instructors, and here you will see a long list. Now they are alphabetical, starting A for accessibility, and scroll down to the T's for test migration, the red folder. Within there you'll see a folder for Respondus, and it has the executive file here at the bottom that you have to install, and the program only works on PCs. So if you have a Mac, you are welcome to come over here to the library in the Faculty Development Center, BL 112. We have it installed on the PCs there. And of course, I can help you learn how to do this. The other things that are available here, you're going to have to format your test, your electronic document. You have your tests on a Word document or a text document. It has to have certain formatting. We're going to look at that next. And also the respondents installation instructions. You have to tell them our name and the password here so that you will be able to use it on your own computer. Now this can be at home or your office. Alright, so let's look at what a test would look like. Now really it's an answer key. To format your test, you just have to indicate which is the correct answer with an asterisk. You also have to have your questions formatted with a question at the end, no fill in the blank or other type of formatting. And Respondus works for multiple choice and true-false. If you want to do open-ended, you'll have to go in and add that afterwards to the Schoology test at the end. But this is really to save you time, especially if you have a 50 or 100 test item for a midterm or exam, so that you can upload your test in a few clicks. Alright, and I want to show you that Respondus does a nice job of taking images and graphs and convert them into a file that you can use as a test in Schoology. Alright, let's go back to Respondus. Alright, I'm on the Start tab, and you will notice here under the Personality, did you know that learning management systems are personalities? We're going to use Blackboard because from the drop-down menu, Schoology is not listed. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Both Blackboard and is compatible with Schoology in this particular program. Alright, so we've got the current personality is Blackboard, and then we're going to import questions. And this is where we'll go get your test from your desktop. Now I'm going to go find one in mine. Here it has several questions. I actually have docx docs. I'm going to go browse for that file. Here's one that I use for practice. Now, here you're going to create a new document. You can also append it if you already have items. You can add even more items to an existing test that you've uploaded to Respondus. Now, I'm just going to call this Practice with Respondus. That's why we can find it easily. Alright, here you have an option to have exam or survey, and we're going to select preview. Now what it's doing in this preview, it's going to let you know if you have any errors. It'll say like question number 5 is incorrect or not a question because it hasn't been formatted. There's several things like you have to be single spaced and the question mark at the end, items that I mentioned earlier. Alright, so here you would get your warnings. I have no warnings. Now I'm going to select finish. It's converting it now and putting it into Respondus. That you can, once you have this on your, you can, it keeps it, it's like a little repository for you. Okay, now I'm going to, oh, I don't have to close that out, it's already closed. Now the nice thing is you can add more at any time, and it does have all types of questions you can add. If you forgot some question that you wanted to add, for example for a midterm and you're using certain units and there was an extra item that you needed to cover on your test or exam. Also, you can pull from your test bank network, and that means if you have a publisher that provides for your textbook a test bank, you just use this Respondus. They have great tutorials that can show you how to do that, and basically you just have to get the key, password, or whatever from your textbook publisher, and then you can bring them all in and pick and choose. I know a lot of you like to make your own tests. Alright, so we have here basically the 10 questions I pulled in. You can preview it. I'll go ahead and select that magnifying glass icon, and here you can see what it would look like, not the students, but what you're previewing the item. Now if you see that the points or something are incorrect, you can go ahead and change the points just by selecting in the points section down here if you needed to update that, or you found a typo or something like that. Alright, next we're going to preview. So here we're going to publish. Now the default, it says to a single course, and that's how we used to do it when we put it into eCollege. So some of you are relearning how to do this. We actually do a workaround. We're going to save the pool, test pool, to a file for manual uploading, and that means it's actually going to go to your computer desktop, and then, so it went into Respondus, now it's going to go into your computer, and then we're going to put it in Schoology. Alright, next. Now save as, we're going to find out where we want to save it, and since this is training, I'm going to just put it into my training folder right now. Save. Now here you want to have just a test pool. You just wanted to pull them in. Schoology does have test pools that you can draw from each whenever you create a test. But right now we're just going to make a test with points. Finish. And it's done. Alright, it's like, where did it go? Remember, it's in your folder. So I'm going to go now and show you how to put it into Schoology. I have a demonstration course here that I use. It's called Critical Reading. We're going to go put it in. Alright, so what you're going to do is add a blank test. So go into Schoology and add your test. So create. And so under this menu of add questions, you can actually go and import test or quiz. Now if you had them from your question banks, you would pull them from here. But right now we're going to go get that file from our desktop, or from our computer. We select the Blackboard. Next. Now you have to hover over here to see the file icon. Here's the practice with Respondus zip file. Open, import. Alright, and now you will see all of your questions that have been imported from your text file. Now if you have any questions about this, I'm available to help you, And also, if you get stuck, you can send me your formatted test file, and I will upload it to your exam. Just give me the name of the course and the unit that it goes into. And last, don't forget that with Respondus, you can do the settings within Respondus or wait until you get to Schoology and then add your settings to your quiz.